Hello, hello. Oh, baby! Thank you! And I beat Frank.
Oh my god!
Beat Frank.
He took a foot to fight.
Good for you.
I suck.
Hit that shit, bitch.
In
Is
three,
it not apparent?
2. Well, with you, it's always evident. 1.
Hello, it is always
It
evident.
is.
Hello, this is Tony with the Completely Inappropriate Podcast. I'm here along with Mr.
Frank.
And remember, you can find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com with any comments, questions, concerns at CI Podcast on Instagram, at completelyinap with 1P on Twitter, and wherever the fuck you find us, you found us. Good job for you. You are amazing. Cookies, cookies, cookies all the way around. You get a cookie, and you get a cookie, and you get a cookie. No cars here because we don't make a fucking dollar off you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers? You motherfuckers. You fucking mothers of sons and sons of motherless goats.
Motherless goats.
Jesus Christ, echolalia? Are you fucking autistic? Like, my son does that regularly, but at least he
okay.
is diagnosed.
Okay.
What is your reason? Every time we start these podcasts, the last thing I say in the intro, you're like, repeat that thing. Like, it's just a instantaneous thing. What is wrong with you, boy?
A lot of things, apparently.
Well, that's okay. There's a lot of things going on wrong in the world. For instance, how the fuck are people blaming the Punisher and video games for the riots in fucking Washington?
Well, you always gotta blame somebody.
But do you? Shouldn't you blame the people doing it, or the people allowing it, or the people
Yeah,
that
of
failed to
course.
stop it,
Yeah.
or the people that instigated it, or the people that, you know, in any way, shape, or form were involved, rather than a fucking t-shirt? How many fucking Hot Topic little wenches were fucking walking around with Che Guevara shirts on that had no idea that he was a fucking mass murderer and fucking psychotic in his own right?
And you hate gay people.
Yeah, no, terrible. And it was mostly fucking undercover fucking gay boys that were fucking wearing them in high school, skating along, wearing their fucking little Che Guevara hats and shit when we were in school. Showing our age a little bit, though. I'd be surprised if any of these kids listening right now even know who Che Guevara was.
Oh, they just know him as the guy on a shirt.
That's really all it is now? I mean, just as much as Hitler is just a guy on a shirt now. Like we mentioned in the last podcast, he's just a guy on some cardboard in the stands of a rugby league, at a rugby game in Australia.
Yeah.
But so you're saying that what was the whole thing about Punisher and this fucking riot?
Okay, well, first, I gotta separate the two. The whole video games thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you got Call of Duty Cold War, which, spoiler alert, takes place during the Cold War.
Oh, that's not what okay, yeah. Spoiler alert, fair. Okay.
And so then, the Reagan era and shit. And these people are very pro fucking communism and socialism. And the point of socialism is to lead to communism. Right? So then they're seeing that it's a
Saying Russia?
it's a like a brainwashing of sorts to make you think communism bad.
Well, right.
And then with the Division 2, which is the other game that's being blamed on.
Oh, the Division 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, it's military, paramilitary. No, but it's
It's a military-esque game based in the United States when the United States has been taken over by militant factions.
well, it's gone to shit because of a virus, much like
Yeah,
now
so
the
now you
coronavirus.
have citizens that have turned into several different militias or small factions of people just fighting over resources and airdrops and all this shit.
So then apparently that video game is teaching us to rise up against our own government.
Well, it's teaching us to fight. I mean, I agree. Like, a lot of these video games do have an undertone of, like, it's time to rebel against civilization as we know it. Civilization is crumbling. We need to be prepared for that moment. Just like The Walking Dead did it. Everybody just started to fantasize about zombie apocalypses. And some people were actually excited about the prospect. They went out and bought fucking crossbows to be like Daryl. Daryl, they went and bought fucking motorcycles, or they fucking bought fucking shipping containers and turned them into underground storage facilities and bunkers and all this shit. People went off-grid.
And then
How the fuck are we having performance issues with my...
no, that usually happens.
Oh,
That's no big deal.
didn't notice that. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, So people have been fucking, they get hard-ons for these fucking apocalyptic scenarios. And the problem is we have inundated the United States so much with these fucking apocalyptic scenarios that some people really believe that they're actually living in one already, when nothing has actually happened yet. But everybody sees a mass fucking virus, according to the way the government and the media has shown it to be to us, and it got these fringe people that were already a little bit batty, fucking believing all these conspiracy theories in the first place. Now they believe that it's actually coming to fruition, and what are we to do? Well, we need to stop it before it gets to that point. Like, well, when you try and stop a government from doing something it hasn't done yet, the government's gonna fight back. You're causing the very insurrection and the very wars that you were trying to help prevent, which is what we're seeing now.
Yeah, so then, what happened?
So are we going to have a civil war? Is it going to get worse?
Well, there have been...
And what does the Punisher and fucking video games have to do with it?
Okay.
Now, I understand the influence that they think, but I don't believe it's a chicken and the egg thing. Which came first? Was it the insurrection mindset came and developed these video games for the insurrection mindset to enjoy? Or is it just an outlet for these creative thinkers? Is it people like Assassin's Creed? Assassin's Creed is all historical, but you're still doing those same actions that were, instigated back in the 14th, 15th, 16th century, 17th, 18th century.
So the whole thing with the Punisher is that there's people wanting Marvel to retire the Punisher because somebody that was inside the Capitol that day, when they did the raid on the Capitol, was wearing a patch that had the Punisher logo.
Well, that's just batshit crazy because we had the fucking Batman shooter in Pennsylvania, right? Remember the Dark Knight?
Aurora, Colorado.
The Aurora, Colorado shooting in the movie theater. The guy went in with his orange fucking hair and shit on his fucking face. Went in during the Batman movie and shot up the fucking movie theater. So we didn't fucking cancel Batman. We didn't cancel the movie The Joker that came out
when the
a
Joker
decade
came
later.
out. Yeah, they were talking about how fucking don't watch this movie. It's all about fucking white power and fucking...
Oh sure, but Birds of Prey had nothing to do with mass murder. And the fucking what was that? Suicide Squad had nothing to do with. All of a sudden, the mass incarcerated, the most sadistic fucking villains in the United States can come together and be good guys now? Like, because that's a realistic expectation?
Well, kind of. I mean...
Is it?
Well,
Is it? Is it?
You can come together and fucking do whatever.
Sure, but not when they're fucking clinically insane. In the end, fucking, what's her name? Margot Robbie's character, Harley Quinn. She didn't end up becoming a good person. She did good things to get what she fucking needed to. She manipulated the situation. Just like any motherfucking serial killer. Most serial killers are very fucking nice people in their day-to-day lives. Oh, he was such a good man. He held the door open for me every time I came into the store. And then he goes home and fucking rapes a 12-year-old boy. Like, you don't outweigh the bad with a fraction of good in your life.
Yeah, that's the question I ask people. Like, fucking... so I'm a good person all year round, right? I do good deeds. But then one day out of the year, I beat my wife. Am I still a good person?
Probably not, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, I'm saying, yeah, I'm not a good person.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to say, yes, I am. No, you're not. No. Especially not... Now, I'm saying if you did it once, maybe we could talk. But if you do it once a year, no, motherfucker. You're just holding something back much darker. Jesus Christ. I'd be okay if my wife beat the shit out of me once because I fucking took things too far in some fucking manner or the other. If she made it a regular thing, I can't forgive that. It's like cheating. It's like any other fucking thing you do. It's all subjective to the individual. What are you willing to put up with in your own fucking life? But yeah, no, that's insane. Once a year I beat my wife. Am I still a good person? No, motherfucker, you're not. Jesus Christ. They're gonna get flat earthers soundbiting me and fucking saying that we
might get demonetized.
We're gonna get demonetized.
We're gonna get shadow banned because we're promoting.
We are not promoting
spousal abuse.
No, we are not. That's the point. Okay. Anyway, moving on. All right. So my problem with this whole cancel the Punisher logo shit because fucking insurrectionists were wearing the shirt. okay, so what if they came in with like, well, let's swing into action against the fucking government, and everybody went in Spider-Man shirts. Are we all of a sudden canceling Spider-Man?
Well, no, because some
Just
BLM
because it's a
protests-
symbol of this particular
yeah,
protest?
other protests have had people dressed in Spider-Man suits.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so-
Cops all wear blue. Do we ban the color? Because cops are evil now and Black Lives Matter movements. All black people wear fucking, they like their beanies or fucking baggy pants. Like, okay, that's super racist. That,
No,
you know what I
but
mean? Like
with
they're-
Trayvon Martin, the thing with the hoodies, like everyone's
Yeah, the hoodie thing. That's
yeah.
what I was. Okay, that's what I was trying to remember, but I couldn't fucking remember it
Yeah.
on time for my mouth to fucking spit it out. I'm not racist, I swear. I wear hoodies too. I'm not racist. I wear hoodies. Yes, need that in a t-shirt on a hoodie. Look, man. Just because I eat tacos doesn't mean I fucking swam across the border, man. My skin is brown and I eat tacos. You know, like shit. It's too fucking much, man. We can't blame every little thing. You know, I would like to fucking ban Crocs because I've never met an asshole who didn't wear them. You know,
I don't wear Crocs.
That's a symbol. No, you wear those fucking nasty ass slide flip flops that no fucking man should have the dignity to fucking ever wear. But you wear those. I think those should be banned because they're a symbol of idiocy. They're a
Okay.
symbol of bad smelling feet and toenail fungus. So ban them because it offends me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ban my podcast. I hope this offends you. Because you know what? You deserve to be offended if you are offended by nothing. Literally, tangibly, nothing. It doesn't do anything for you to listen to this fucking shit. It's entertainment. If you are not entertained, get the fuck out of my kitchen.
Yeah, and the thing with symbols is that they mean whatever you want them to mean.
Yeah, the Nazi symbol, the fucking swastika, was flipped the other way around and was a symbol of peace in India for the fucking better half of the entirety of its existence.
Yeah, the Buddha in Hong Kong has a swastika on his chest,
It's not a swastika, it's called something else.
but to the untrained eye, it's a swastika. It's God, I don't even remember what the fuck it's actually called, but it's not a swastika. It's
The
a...
right-facing symbol is called a swastika, while the left-facing symbol is called the sawastika. The sawastika.
Oh, right.
So the right-facing one, the swastika,
Tomato.
it's supposed to symbolize prosperity and good luck. The left-facing one is symbolizing night or tantric aspects of Kali. So these things were ancient mysticisms of India, of Hinduism.
Yeah.
And it's co-opted to mean something else. Just like the Confederate flag was a symbol of the Confederate Army and the Confederacy, based on the actions that that have come to light as to why that whole fucking war was started in the first place. Now it's become a symbol of oppression and racism and anti-African American sentiment. Like, it's just the national belief now. Well, most of the nation believes that now. People like my certain family members that I have, they don't believe that. You know, we're in the South. It's a symbol of just the fucking wars that were fought here and the people that built this part of the country. They're like, well, that's all well and good that it means that to you because you're ignoring the other part of this fucking argument.
Yeah.
Like, we can pick and choose the information we want any day of the week about any subject at all. Doesn't mean that there's not an alternate fucking theory for those fucking symbols. And you're gonna offend people. It's like the middle finger to me, to you, is just like, fuck you, man.
The
Shut
okay
fuck up.
symbol became
Okay.
white
is the
power.
Okay, that one really, yeah, I can't even speak to that because I didn't read into it. It was so stupid I couldn't deal with it.
But I thought about it. I'm like, wouldn't it be WQ instead of WP? Right?
Oh, is that what it? Because white power.
Yeah, W and then this is a P.
Does it not depend on what hand it's on?
Yeah,
I guess if you go like...
yeah, it'll be either
Again,
Q or
all these screenshots that people are gonna grab and we're gonna get fucking canceled. Fuck off. We're Hispanic. We can't be racist. We're people of color. We're BIPOC community. Which I still have a problem with. Black, indigenous, and people of color. Like, so I'm not even worthy of my own fucking rationale. I'm just a person of color. Like, what color am I? Some days I'm pink, some days I'm green, some days I'm brown, some days I'm pretty fucking white. Like, you look pasty and white as a motherfucker today. You look like a white boy today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to look like a white boy.
With this
yeah,
lighting,
man.
too. This lighting's got us looking all
Yeah.
sorts of fresh, whitewashed.
Yeah.
We should get lots of views now with our new lighting. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
That
But
should
what
be
can you
some
do,
fun.
man? I mean, so what happens if some of those, like that one guy went out there in the Viking helmets? Viking was, you should know about Norse mythology. Norsemen, it was all about war, all about raping and pillaging. We're not banning everything to do with Norse mythology.
Well, the thing with that is that those symbols, much like the swastika or whatever the fuck it's called.
The swastika and the swastika. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Good for
yeah.
you. But
You
then
know,
we got
like, they mean something, but then Hitler came around and changed the meaning for it to be, white
Right.
supremacy. And
okay,
all that other
so
bullshit.
we had Scarface shirts, we have House of Thousand Corpses shirt, Rob Zombie shirts, Marilyn Manson, Ares, Hades, Athena, all of these fucking symbols, all of these persons of history and pop cultural icons that, yeah, we've also gone after to get rid of their shit and blamed fucking shootings on. Like Marilyn Manson got blamed for fucking shootings and fucking overdoses and shit like that back in the day. And he went to court for it and won. Because it's not up to him on what the people interpret his art as. Art is self-interpreted.
Yeah.
You can't, I mean, and that's all the Punisher is. The Punisher, just like Batman, is an anti-hero. There are people that live in their anger and utilize it to fight crime. They're not fighting crime out of the goodness of their heart. They're not fighting crime to be superheroes or to stop the bad guys. No, they want revenge. They want pure, unadulterated hate to win. That's not a fucking thing you want to teach your kids or teach a fucking society if you want peace and love and understanding. But we celebrate these characters. And I guarantee you half those fucking people, probably with those Punisher shirts on, they probably got Batman and Superman underwear on. You
Probably.
know? You're right, they got
Yeah.
those fucking, the Hulk socks on and shit. They're the kind of guys that dress up like Thor, even though they're 275 pounds at 5'5" and fucking all pot belly with fucking Sharpie written on their fucking stomach to make it look like six pack.
Yeah.
Turning their kegs into six packs. This is all bullshit. All these people are just full of fucking shit. I don't give a shit what side of the motherfucking aisle you're on. If you're out there acting a goddamn fool, you are a goddamn fool.
Yep.
You want to change the world? Fucking start in your own goddamn home. Clean up your house. Fucking help your neighbor out. Run for fucking mayor, governor, Congress, whatever the fuck you want to vote for. You want to make a difference, do it the way that we are built to do, that we have built the society to do it. You want to go against society? Maybe you should at least try to fucking get a petition started before you get a group together to carry guns through the fucking White House or through the streets or on the fucking corner with signs. Instead of all those 5 hours you just spent outside collecting fucking people to yell at, why don't you take 5 hours and walk around the block and get signatures to change the fucking laws that you want changed? Because that's how you can do it without fucking up an entire civilization. Without fucking up an entire community.
Yeah, there was a petition that fucking reached more than enough fucking signatures to have the fucking Death Star built. And Obama had to fucking address it, like, hey, because of the amount of signatures.
Then they have the right to veto it.
Right, yeah.
And they could put it up to a vote.
But my point is that, like, if that can get fucking signatures, then I'm pretty sure your cause can get signatures too.
And I'm sorry, but this whole fucking internet generation where we need it now. I need $600 in my pocket right now. I need a $1,300 stimulus check right now. Like, all right, motherfucker, how long have you been paying bills? Most of these people that got $600 of fucking for their payment or whatever, the $1,000, whatever the fuck it was, they hadn't worked until they were fucking 18 years old. It was their first year of employment. And they think they deserve as much as the guy who fucking built a business from the ground up for the last 15 years and is finally going bankrupt because of this shit. Like, there is a difference here that we need to recognize between people. When you have an option to go live at home with mommy and daddy, and you have a support structure, maybe just fucking suck up your life and go do that. I mean, protest it, sure, fine. But do something with your protest. In the 70s, people weren't just going out and fucking putting flowers in the barrels of fucking police officers. They were protesting actual events. They were getting signatures. They were making sure that the VA at least started to get some fucking benefits. But none of that would have happened without people taking action legally. Legally. The only people getting in trouble for violence back then were the fucking police. Again, for the fucking Rodney King and all that other shit going on.
Yeah.
Then you had the Black Panther movement, which ended up fucking getting not only their fucking leader killed, Malcolm X, but ended up getting Martin Luther King killed too. Because they just assumed, the people that were against those organizations, assumed that every black man was going to become militant because of this one speaker and this one group that backed him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a big problem.
Fuck. Yep.
So that's my 2 fucking rants of the fucking day. Jesus Christ. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I blacked out. What just happened?
Yeah, so I heard that they
blacked out.
they
want to. What was I talking about?
The Punisher logo.
Oh yeah. So yeah, let's swing into action with our Spider-Man shirts next time.
Yeah.
Get Spider-Man banned because we don't need any more remakes. Can we at least start there? Jeez. All right. So, as far as the inauguration,
right?
Since we're we're so fucking political this episode, what do you think of the inauguration? I know you watched it mostly in Spanish because you only have one TV in your house, I think.
No, because
your phone wasn't working. There was absolutely no way for you to see it in English, so you didn't bother.
No, because when I got on YouTube, I'm like, I want to see this in American. There was these live streams, but it was like a stationary camera, and there was nothing going on, and I'm like, why the fuck do I want to see this? So then I fucking keep searching, and it'd be that shit, and I'd be like, well, fuck, and I'd go to the living room and watch it with my father. But what happened?
You've literally explained nothing. You son of a bitch wasted a whole minute of tape here.
Of course I explained it. I said that when I got on YouTube.
So just shut up.
And I clicked on the channel.
Just shut up. I have questions.
Stationary cameras.
I have questions.
Uh-huh.
What was your favorite part of it? Did you enjoy any of it?
Not really, because I was mostly looking for news, not
for nudes. Nudes of who? That Delphine chick.
North, east, west, south. News.
Yeah. All right. So, what I want to know is, what did you think about, first off, Lady Gaga and that sexy fucking Hunger Games outfit she had on?
Yeah, that.
Let's start with that.
Let's
start with the Hunger Games outfit.
Conspiracy going on, because that's what it is.
That wasn't an accident, right? Somebody
told her to wear that.
Right. You don't think did she influence that decision? I can't wait till there's got to be an interview with her about it, because I either want her or the designer of the dress to come out and explain their choice. Was it just that happens to us all the time. We might hear an idea on a movie or on TV, and then we talk about it like it was our idea because we don't remember that, no, we did hear this from somewhere, Or you come up with like a clever saying and like, oh, you got that from that movie. You're like, what movie? And then you go back like, oh yeah, that is what that said there. Yeah, I guess I copied that. Yeah. You don't remember. So I could chalk it up to that. Like maybe the designer thought to herself when she watched the Hunger Games, what an amazing outfit. I'd love that. Wow. And then years later, she has to make something for Lady Gaga, and she's like, whoa, what if we put this together? Oh, that looks great. Yeah. Not realizing that she had just ripped off the fucking Hunger Games.
Yeah, because I think that bird was actually a dove with a fucking olive branch. Yeah. And in the Hunger Games, it's not a dove with
it's a sparrow, right?
Yeah, it's a sparrow. Hummingbird, I was going to say. Yeah, it was probably a sparrow.
One or the other.
So,
hummingbird, I think you might be right with the hummingbird.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But still, it wasn't that far. I mean, the gold bird on the side, the red bottom, the black top.
Yeah.
So what was it? Was it intentional, you think?
I want to say no, but the conspiracy side of me is like, yes, that was very intentional.
It makes you wonder. Was it just for the aesthetics, just to keep people talking about it? You know what I mean? So then you had people, because outfits were all the fucking rage, apparently. Garth Brooks came out and he showed up in boots to a black tie affair and saw his way to the door at the end of it. And then he goes and hugs every fucking person. Like, no fucking quarantining for Garth. No fucking separation of fucking social distancing for Garth Brooks, man. I love that fucking son of a bitch. He did a great job. He's always so happy when he's singing. He's just got that smile. I love that fucking Garth Brooks. I bought my wife the 7. I think it comes with 7 albums, 7 CDs and albums, a full box set.
Yeah.
For her the other day. We haven't even cracked it open. Got to have a Garth Brooks a-thon.
Well, maybe you should not open it, for collector.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
There's more of them. I could buy another one. But yeah, so what'd you think of him showing up at casual as fuck, man?
Apparently, it was surprising to some people that Garth Brooks got invited because Garth Brooks is a conservative. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but he's not an asshole.
Like, he's there
he
to
gets
sing.
Invited to the fucking inauguration. It's an honor regardless of who's the fucking president.
Yeah, like, he's there to sing.
I'm
not to
sorry,
voice his
but
political opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I appreciated that. Now, then you had J-Lo.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear J-Lo?
J-Lo started fucking, not ranting, but she threw in some Espanol.
Yeah, and what was she saying to the people? Did you even catch that? I honestly
honestly
didn't even catch what the fuck she said. I just heard her speaking Spanish. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is not... And then at the end, doesn't she say something about her... Like, she says a lyric from her own song, too.
Yeah, because when I heard that, I was like, it's illegal for you to speak a foreign language in federal grounds, in a government building.
No, that's not for real.
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and she went ahead and did that. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, she could be charged for treason, but since she's J-Lo, we'll leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah, I can't necessarily agree with that because she's separate. I mean, it's always just a fucking separation, man. We always have to fucking separate ourselves as Hispanic. Like, no, we're a part of one fucking nation. You don't separate yourself by a whole fucking language barrier.
Yeah.
Right? And I love J-Lo. I love Selena. I love all this. I love my Hispanic pride. But there's a time and a place for the shit, man. Mm-hmm. And then she fucking ends it with her fucking song. God damn it, I'm gonna look it up. I need to figure out what the fuck song it was.
Yeah, I don't know what song it was either. I wasn't paying attention. What the fuck was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. But
okay, so she just uttered "One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all." Mm-hmm. So she says that in Spanish, saying "one nation, liberty and justice for all," but she only says it in a language that only most of the fucking in the end, we're still the majority now, right?
Yeah.
Is the Hispanic population the majority in the United States now?
Pretty sure, yes.
That would be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Just for argument's sake, but really it doesn't make a goddamn bit of difference to me either.
Yeah, so like Hispanics in general, without fucking categorizing them into fucking ethnic countries. Yeah, I think we are the majority now.
Yeah, that's right. And then at the end, didn't she say "Let's get loud" or something? Like her fucking song? Mm-hmm. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. That's all I fucking know. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a fucking terrible song. I hate that song so much. But yeah, she throws in her own fucking, like a lyric of her own song at the end. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, can you be any more narcissistic? You couldn't say anything at all and nobody asked her to fucking say anything either. Just sing the goddamn song, J-Lo.
Yeah.
Sing it and get out.
Yep.
Garth Brooks sang his song, asked you to sing a verse with him, hugged everybody and got the fuck out of there. Even Lady Gaga with her regal ass fucking coming out looking like the Queen of fucking England. Mm-hmm. I give it to, she looked good. I mean, not like in a sexy way. She looked like a fucking respectable woman coming out there to sing the national anthem. And
yeah,
it was great. I loved her performance. She didn't overdo it. She got into it. And she didn't fucking take an arm and a leg. She didn't take a fucking mile of rope when we gave her an inch to sing the fucking national anthem. Yeah. I feel like J-Lo just fucking oversold herself.
No, she was excited.
She oversold herself, though. And she's always fucking angling like, I'm still Jenny from the block, fucking living in $1 million mansions with her fucking whitewashed boyfriend of a fucking Hispanic.
Yep.
It's just too much, man.
Yeah.
I'm over it all.
It was
over
a
it all.
pride for her. She was proud to be a Puerto Rican then. Well, American, because Puerto Rico's
Puerto
a US
Rico's a part of,
territory.
yeah, I was going to say, what you talking about? Will? she's American. As long as she doesn't live there during a hurricane, she's still an American.
Yeah.
Did they ever get relief? They never even got
They
relief
did.
from
Okay,
us, did they?
they did,
What's the Puerto
but-
Rican relief like?
But what happened was that CNN was blaming fucking Trump for the money that was missing. And then later on, they found out that it was their own mayor. That was their own governor that was stealing the fucking money.
No.
Yeah. He was the one blaming it on Trump, and it turns out he was the one that was stealing the money the whole time. That's what happened. Yes.
Who was the governor?
Yeah, Governor of Puerto Rico was the one stealing the money. He was saying, fucking Trump, he's only coming here to steal our money, and all this other bullshit. And then it turns out he was the one that was stealing the money from Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Relief money.
U.S. lawmaker who oversees Puerto Rico calls for governor to resign after 6 arrested on corruption charges.
Mm-hmm.
And this was July 19th, 2019. So this is shortly. This isn't too far afterwards.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe it's been upwards of 2 years now. 2-3 years since that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, life just keeps on fucking keeping on, doesn't it, man?
Yep. Life waits for no one.
Well, what are you going to do about it? Fucking
Live.
just keep on living.
Yeah.
Do our best. So, I guess to wrap up, what do we got to talk about? What are we going to wrap up with here?
We can wrap up with... I was hoping we could get into the whole thing about fucking should cops wear the Punisher logo or not.
I mean, are you talking about on or off-duty cops?
Well, off-duty, okay, you know, whatever.
Off-duty, wear whatever the fuck you want.
but-
Wear ladies, wear fucking whatever the
But
fuck you
like
want.
on duty, like there were in 2 cities. Milwaukee was one of them. I can't remember the other one. It was somewhere in Kentucky. But there was a group of cops that put a Punisher decal on the hood of their fucking squad cars.
Well, that seems illegal because you're defacing state property, aren't
Yeah,
you?
and they called
Federal
themselves
property?
the Punishers.
Oh my god! What kind of ignorant fucking bullshit is that?
And apparently they went. One of the two groups. I don't remember which
No,
city,
they shouldn't be allowed to
went
do
rogue.
that was the initial question. No, absolutely, they should not be allowed to fucking do that.
Yeah.
One, are they paying Marvel for the licensing to use that on
Well,
a
there's
fucking
that.
fleet of vehicles? Fuck no, they're not. That's what they should do is fucking take it up with fucking Marvel and have fucking Marvel
That's what they're
should
saying.
stand up
That Marvel
for
should
their
start
own fucking thing.
fucking busting down on trademarks.
But I'm not saying that they should fucking eliminate the character, eliminate the fucking
Right.
symbol altogether. That's fucking retarded.
Yeah, it is.
Changing it into a fucking flower power fucking bullshit where the Punisher now shoots off fucking, has a bubble gun instead of fucking AK-47 or something. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, again, it's like blaming an entire species for taking they're cultural appropriating. If you want to take it to this whole fucking social justice warrior bullshit, they're taking over a symbol that wasn't theirs to begin with. That doesn't mean what they're using it as.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't for corrupt cops to go and be okay being corrupt. For fucking overzealous pieces of shit that think that just because they have a badge and a gun that they can utilize it whenever the fuck they deem that justice needs to be met out. Like, who the fuck are you, man? You're not vigilantes. You follow a court of law.
Yeah.
And that the whole point of the Punisher logo is that it's a symbol of a vigilante.
Yeah. One of the
Like, what
chief
the
of
fuck are you
police
doing?
was saying that.
Why not just have them all wear Che Guevara fucking hats and fucking
Yeah.
or little Nazi symbols on their fucking it's just a symbol. It just means we're badass and we don't take shit from no one. Like, yeah, neither did Nazis. It's a bad look, man. Like, not that I'm equating the fucking Nazi swastika to fucking Punisher logo. But in the end, that's what it is. You're taking a symbol and making it mean whatever the fuck you want it to mean, completely erasing the original symbol's meaning to begin with.
Yeah, so Marvel,
No,
back in
stop it.
2019, they addressed the whole cops putting Punisher decals on their
That's so stupid, man.
squad cars through a comic. There was a
You,
scene.
you want to get a tattoo on your forearm and show that off? Fine. That
Yeah.
shows that it's a symbol of you and you're what you want to represent yourself to the world. When you represent it on a fucking vehicle that is a symbol of
government
peace,
vehicle.
it's supposed to be a
nonetheless.
symbol of peace and service to your community. And you're calling yourself the Punisher of that service to your community? What the fuck is your goddamn problem?
Yeah.
No excuse. No. Absolutely no.
Yeah, so there was a scene where in one of the comic books, Punisher number 13, back in 2019, that the Punisher stumbled onto a group of cops, and the cops showed solidarity with him, like their support to
What
him.
he was doing, yeah.
Yeah, by showing them that they have a decal of his logo on their car. And so in that scene,
Okay, so those police are saying that they're okay with vigilante
so
justice.
then the Punisher tears off the decal and he rips it, saying, "We are not the same. You took an oath to uphold the law and help people. I gave that up a long time ago. You don't do what I do. Nobody does."
Yeah, he's not upholding
Yeah.
the law. It's vigilante justice. There's nothing it has nothing to do with good or bad. It is revenge.
Yeah.
And no, cops should not be holding a symbol of revenge ever for any fucking reason. They should be non-biased protectors of the community. Superman. You want to put Superman logos on there? You got Marvel's fucking permission? That is a symbol of peace and respect for humanity. And he wasn't even fucking human.
Yeah, in that same scene, fucking the Punisher was saying, if you want to follow somebody, you want a symbol of hope, there's Captain America. He'd be happy to fucking
There you go.
be your example.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, that was enough fucking ranting and fucking anger out of me today. I'm about to do. I fucking already did like an hour and a half of yoga today. I'm gonna do another fucking hour just to fucking relax.
I thought you were gonna bust out some tea, some calming, soothing.
I got some
tea.
chamomile. I might throw down some chamomile, a cup or two. Would you like a cup?
Maybe.
Oh, last question of the
Okay.
podcast. We only got a minute here. What do you think about milk and tea,
That's
like the Brits do?
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
is
that's
it-
very British.
And is that meant for only like dark teas, or do you put it in the light teas too, like a chamomile?
I forgot which tea I used to put milk in, but I was in Dubai, and this kid was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have some afternoon delight." I don't know what they're called, but yeah. So it was tea, and me being a fucking Mexican,
You asked for sugar and honey.
I poured some fucking milk on it, and I squeezed the fucking lime on it.
And lime?
Yeah.
Oh, that
the
sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, and it was all fucking
Gross.
yeah.
Why'd you do the milk? Is that what they were doing?
No, because that's how I used to do it when fucking grandma would make me.
You're
tea.
lying. Who
No.
the fuck? I've never known anybody here in South Texas to put milk in their tea.
Yeah, milk.
I've
and
always seen that on
lemon.
TV. Anyway, it was just a random curiosity because
So
you mentioned.
yeah, now I don't fucking I don't take anything with my tea. Like,
I'm gonna
no
look it
sugar.
up. I'm gonna look up how to make a proper spot of English tea, and
Yeah.
I'll report back to you next week.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Completely Inappropriate Podcast. I have been Tony along with Mr.
Frank.
And remember, you can find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com with any comments, questions, concerns, any recommendations for people to come on. Feel free to hit us up. Remember to find us at CI Podcast on Instagram, at Completely Inap with 1P on Twitter. BitChute for some random videos that we've thrown up there. YouTube, if you've already found us on there and that's where you're watching us, good for you. You get a cookie. Leave us a 5-star review and all the love in your comments because we only have love for you. So share it on back. Frank, what do we tell the lovely listeners as we sign the fuck off?
Be excellent to each other.
And find your happy people. Try to be better today than you were yesterday. He comes from his mama and he likes pie. He's my favorite guy. Say bye, Mr. Frank.
Bye, Mr. Frank.
Much